Alright, real talk. Tech Deck trucks, 32 millimeter. Everybody's all about these things right now, and they're nice. Don't get me wrong, they're pretty alright, but they are definitely, to quote Andrew, they are definitely not plug and play. First things first, the tuning that comes on them, it's not terrible, but it's definitely not good. It also doesn't have pivot cups, which are very important, so we're going to go deep into detail about that today, because I want to let you guys know where to find pivot cups and how they're even used. And Andrew goes over way more details about this in his video. I'll link it in the description because it's awesome. But I'm just going to go over some very basic stuff you can do with your Tech Deck trucks. So, first thing I want to suggest, of course, is Teak tuning. Teak makes the best bushings, there's no question. And so we're going to throw the Teak on here. Let's throw on the bottom ones for now. Boom. Alright. Teak bottoms. So for pivot cups, first thing I want to mention, don't buy pivot cups from tuning companies. Go to your local craft store and find this. I've heard it referred to as GIMP, Scooby-Doo, or Rex Lace, but this particular style of it is what you're looking for. It says here, I'm a tube. I'm a tube. I'm not going to rip that open, that's my extra pack. Basically what it comes with is this, and what this is a very long, thin tube made out of some kind of silicone, plastic kind of material. It's soft. You want to take that, stick it on your pivot point, shove that right in there, as they would say. Get it real nice and stuck on there, right? See, just like that. Snip it off. Actually, snip it off at kind of an angle. You're going to want that. Then you just take that angled end, stick that through the base plate of your truck, get it all nice and on there, jam it in there. Don't pull this because it'll slip right out if you do, but jam that right in there so you can still see the pivot cup on the bottom. Apply your top bushing. And a lot of people are using washers on top. One of my setups does, one of my setups doesn't. I've found that I actually prefer no washers on these. Another thing you're going to want for your Tech Deck trucks is lock nuts, because the nuts that come on these will slip right off. Another big thing about these is the axles need to be rethreaded, but they don't need to be rethreaded. Most of them are stripped right out of the package. So if you want to rethread them, go for it. If you don't want to rethread them, just get some nice brass lock nuts. You can get them from Broken Knuckle, you can get them from Alibaba. Those are going to be your cheapest options. Don't go to any of those other companies because they are just charging you more for the same exact product, I guarantee it. So once you have the lock nut on there, which I don't have any extras on hand at the moment, so I'm just going to say forget it. Take your blade of whatever brand, kind, flavor, stick it flat down on that base plate and just saw that excess right off. Boom. Done. Now you have tuned trucks. Look at that. How hard is that? It's not hard. Order yourself some Teak bushings. Go to the craft store. Pick up this pivot cup material. It's like $4 for like 2 giant spools of it. And you'll never have to buy pivot cups again. Done deal. Life hacks. Bada bing, bada boom. Tech Deck trucks. I'm a big supporter of dynamic trucks. So, of course, I will say, if you have the money, buy dynamic trucks. But if you don't have the money, these will work just fine. They're not terrible. Take a little extra work, but once they're tuned up, they're nice, they're responsive. I mean, look at this. Look at this.